Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nightmare Collective. I'm Chris. Today we're going to be doing another tier list video. It was recommended that I do Scream, so I'm going to oblige. I love Scream. I don't think there's a dud in this bunch. So luckily there's only 5 of these, so this will be a pretty quick video because, I mean, they're all pretty great movies. It's just kind of the placement is what I think people may disagree with or agree with depending on your taste in Scream. But I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to make this a little interesting. And I'm going to start with 5. So 5 for me is going to be a B. I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's an amazing movie. I think it's kind of right in the middle of all of this. I think the only major problem I have is the killer reveal. I knew pretty much 20 minutes into the movie who the killer was, and that for me was kind of a bummer, especially in these movies where that is the whole crux of the movie is the reveal of the killers. So I'm looking forward to Scream 6. I think Dewey is awesome. David Arquette did an awesome job in this movie. And so I'm super excited to see where they go, especially like Jenna Ortega's character. There's a lot in Scream 5 to like. I just don't think it's one of the best. So let's get into Scream 4. Scream 4 for me is probably in the same position as this. I enjoy watching it. It's not the best. It's not the worst. My biggest problem with this movie is Emma Roberts hams that shit up in the very end, and also the way it's shot. It's weirdly shot. It's overly bright. It's got this warm hue to it that I'm not a huge fan of, and it's contrasted to all of the other movies. And I'm not sure whose decision that was, but I don't like that part of it. So let's get into Scream 3. Scream 3 for me is down here. I think this is where I'm going to sit with most people, that we're going to agree that Scream 3 is probably the worst one. But maybe not for the same reasons. I don't hate this movie. I don't think it's bad per se. I just don't really like the cast of characters. And the stab stuff just kind of got overwrought in this movie, and I really just didn't like it. So that's where my feelings on Scream 3. Like I said, not a bad movie. I just don't revisit it as often. So here we go. Our final 2. So Scream 2. Where does this sit for me? It is an S. Scream 2 is awesome, and arguably my favorite of this franchise. I know it's a bit weird for somebody, but Scream 2 for me does everything the original Scream does, but a little bit better. I love watching this movie. I'm super excited for this movie to come out in 4K this year. I pre-ordered the Steelbook of this, and I am super fucking excited for this. I love Scream 2. So let's get into the original Scream. Now, before I place this, I want to say a lot of things. Ooh, it's going to make me put it in D. It's not going in D, so don't worry. But I'm going to say some things about Scream. I appreciate and I love everything that Scream does. I'm a huge Wes Craven fan, and I like the meta aspect that Kevin Williamson brought to this movie. But for me, the problem I have with this movie is that every year that I watch it, I think I like it less and less and less, which is weird for me because I love Scream. I don't know. I keep falling out of love with the original Scream. It's kind of lost its luster for me. Everything that I think Scream 2 does amazingly well, Scream does, but I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I don't know reasons why I've lost luster, but I bought it last year in 4K, and I watched it 2 times since then, and I don't know. I'm just kind of I enjoy watching Scream 2 so much more. So for me, this is an A. I do appreciate everything it does. I appreciate what it started, but like I said, for me, Scream 2 is the pinnacle of Scream. I love Scream 2. It's the rare sequel that is better than the original, which will also be the case for another franchise that I do, hopefully maybe in the next couple weeks, and you'll find out what that is. But for me, this is my ranking. Like I said, I don't hate any of these movies, but I just enjoy some of them more than others. I am excited for 6, so we'll hopefully add that to the list next year and kind of see where my ranking goes, if it changes, if it adjusts, because I am going to try and watch all of these again before 6 comes out, probably the beginning of the year next year. So maybe this will change, maybe it won't. But other than that, that's all I've got today. Let me know your rankings down below. What's your favorite Scream movie? What's your least favorite Scream movie? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. So if you like what I do, consider joining the collective. Otherwise, check out the other tier list I did. I recently did Halloween, and check out some of my other horror reviews. That's all I got. And don't forget, some doors should never be opened.